Hey guys, how do you like my trees? They're growing in my Torpedopots. These are self-growing planters. They can grow any and everything. They can grow small chives, or they can grow big, large trees. It doesn't make a difference. All I do is put my seeds and my plants in any one of these planters, or my small bushes and trees, and it grows it for me. Now, what I did was amazing. I started these out last year in the 20-inch planters, which you'll see online, which you can purchase, the 20-inch planters. Because when I got them from my grower, they had a lot of bugs in them. So I had to get the bugs out of the plant system while they were in dormancy during that period of time, and they came back strong and great. I transplanted them in a 24-inch planter. I could have kept them in a 20-inch planter, but I put them in the 24-inch planters, and I have now the Red Delicious apple, and I have the Macintosh, which is pretty good. And we have them, and now these trees are about to take off. Trees normally, during the first year, the second year, they don't produce any fruit. Sometimes during the second year, the third year, they start producing fruit. But these right here had an infestation inside of them, and I didn't want to put them in my normal crop, so what I did was that I healed them during last year. So I brought them for, because my grower was getting rid of them, I bought them for like $5. Yeah, these trees were like $5. I bought them because they were infested, they were in really bad condition and bad shape. So I brought them into Torpedopot, put them in these planters, and I looked at all of the abrasions that were on the branches. I looked at the health of the branches, and so I put them in a 20-inch planter, let them sit over the winter time. I healed them. I fed them through the 20-inch planter. What's so good about Torpedopot? It's a hybrid growing system, and it's a soil-based system. In other words, I can use soil like I have right now for my chives, that come back on their own every year. Or once I feel that something is sick, I can, with the Torpedopot, feed it necessary nutrients that will bring it back to life. And that's what I did. The Torpedopot, see the knob right here? You adjust the knob, put a little hose in the back here, and what it does, it allows you to adjust the water and any supplements that you want to do inside the system of the planter itself. And therefore the plant came back and restored itself. And right now, I have to tell you, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees that are going to produce fruit this year, because this is the year that they'll do it. So what people normally do is that they prune their trees is because they want to give them a better chance of survival. Well, yeah, that would be true if it were in the ground, because in the ground, your trees and the microbes are attacking the root system and trying to prevent the tree from changing that environment. The environment wants to fight against the tree to keep it the way it is, the microbes and the living organisms. The tree is fighting back and saying, I need to create an environment for me to live in. And so that's why we have it in Torpedopot, because it gets to, by itself, create that environment without having to challenge itself with the soil. So this is in itself beautiful. So I'm not going to touch any of the branching that's taking place with this, because all of this is natural growth. There are no deficiencies in that Torpedopot. When I give it nice soil from which the plant can live inside of it, and I supplement it once a week, it does all it needs to do by itself. I don't need to do anything else, and it's absolutely stunning. Not one branch have died since I purchased this tree, which lets me know that it brought the tree back to life. And if I wanted to, I could put it in the ground, but I won't. I want to create a small orchard so that we will be able to have all of our trees who will be fed our fruit. In this case, our apples, our pears, our oranges, and everything else will be done through the Torpedopot. With that being said, the top of the planters, we're going to plant plants also. We might be doing some peas or collard greens that'll be done on the top portion of the planter, because the root ball for this tree is way below the surface of the soil. While the surface of the soil is still available, I can put peas and stuff in there, which will branch itself off and create 2 streams of food in the same 24 inches. So in 24 inches, this plant that you see right here, we grow multiple fruits. Last year we grew, in this, 20 heads of corn in just one 24-inch planter. 20 heads of corn. We took 10 corn seeds, put them inside of there. When the corn grew up, it produced the first crop of corn, we broke it off, and then it produced the second head, and some produced 3rd heads of corn. Torpedopot is no joke. All you do is put your seeds and your plants in that planter, and it grows your food for you. You will never have a problem with food again in your life. Trust me. I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it back up, as you can see. But what I'm going to do is cut all of this down. I'm going to use this. You see, I've already started taking my cuttings right there, right? Part of the cuttings have been already taken. So I'm going to take the rest of it, cut it down, let it grow back. Cut it down, let it grow back. Cut it down, let it grow back. It grows back every year. I'm not worried about it. So when I cut it down, I might get 3 or 4 cuttings out of a year. Out of these chives, all the chives. And I love it. Good replacement for my onions and everything else if I don't have them early in the ball game. Downriders, Torpedopot.com. Talk to you guys later. You guys have a wonderful